everybody. You don't know me, most of you. This seems awkward for me because I don't normally record videos of myself. I'm normally drawing. So it's kind of the other view for those of you who don't know me or have never really read anything about me, I guess. So I'm not sure. I never really talk about myself a lot. It's usually just about the art, which is kind of the comfort thing. I like to keep it that way, but not anymore. You're gonna find some things interesting about me or not interesting. I'm not really sure. I didn't get any questions from you guys, which is understandable because I think there's only 30 people who have liked my page. But that's fine. Actually, I'm really grateful that a lot of you have liked my art and want me to continue with it. It's very uplifting. So I'm gonna find some questions that would be asked normally to artists, and I will just kind of talk about myself a little bit, and I don't know, maybe get to know each other a little bit better than just the hand that creates things. To the questions! Okay, so I guess I'll just start with my name, because that's kind of a big question that a lot of people would ask, that some of you don't know. My name is Morgan, and obviously my last name is DeWitt. So you get DeWitt Equine Art. Ding! And I am only 17 years old. I get to try new things, do a little dance, drink your water when you're thirsty, and bounce up and down, which looks weird on the camera. Okay, a big question. When did I start doing art? I started doing art basically from the time I could hold a pencil. I've always been fascinated with art. It's just kind of amazed me, I guess you could say. And I don't know, it just kind of took hold of me. I'd always watch like movies like Spirit. I just loved it. Loved it? I just loved it. It always inspired me a bit to do art. What kinds of art can I do? That's kind of a weird question. Okay, so I guess besides my acrylic paintings that I obviously do, I sculpt, I paint in Photoshop with my tablet, I doodle. Everyone doodles. Doodling's fun. I guess I color. Copic markers. Where are they? Over there. Best markers ever. What's my favorite medium to work in? Definitely acrylics. They dry fast. You can just paint, let it dry, and keep going. It's fast and it's easy, and they kind of double as watercolors a bit. Some of my acrylic paints they can be watercolor and acrylic. Fancy. No, it's really cheap paint, but it works. And if you use it right, you can make it go a mile. My least favorite medium. Oils. Oils, 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 oils! Don't like oils. I shouldn't say, I don't hate them, but I really just don't like them. I find oils they do take a long time to dry. They take forever to dry. I used oils in one of my paintings. I've never shown you guys because I'd never finished it. And part of the reason was because I used oils on the painting on top of my acrylics. So I was like, let's just try oils for a little bit. And I couldn't work on that painting for almost a week because the paint was always wet and sticky, and it gets in your brush, and you gotta use chemicals and gets everywhere. What inspires me? Music. Music really has a lot to do with how my art turns out. Dancing. But music does play a huge role in my art. It's really my #1 inspiring thing. But other things that inspire me are pictures, movies, anything really. But music is my #1. Have you ever taken art lessons? No. I have never taken art lessons. I have taught myself all my life. My mom was considering getting me art lessons a few years ago, but I don't know, I like the idea of lessons. I think it would really open me up to a whole bunch of different things, but I also like to stay in my very enclosed space and do my own thing. I'm not really that open to trying new things unless it's on my terms, if I want to do it, but I don't know, I've never taken lessons. I don't think it's a huge priority when you're doing art. If you have taken lessons, that's great. That's really awesome. But I don't know. Never went to lessons. I just kind of taught myself. Why horses? I don't know. Why horses? Why? I've grown up around horses. I don't have any right now, but we used to, when I was younger, have a horse, and he was the sweetest gentleman. But I just kind of grew up around them, I guess. They just kind of took a hold of my little heart and held it there and made me produce art. And this is getting weird, so I'm gonna stop. Do I draw anything besides horses? Yes. Wolves used to be a huge thing a while ago. So when I do this, just assume I'm talking like a few years ago. Wolves were really a big thing. I would draw wolves constantly, and people would just call me like the wolf girl. Oh, she's drawing wolves. And I still like wolves. I still draw them, just not to the extent that I used to. I don't know why. I guess it's just kind of I go through phases. I had the wolf phase, and then I had a little mini horse phase, and then I went to dragons. Just kind of weird. But I went to dragons for a little bit, and I'm like, I'm gonna draw dragons forever. And then I just stopped one day, and then I just kind of went back to wolves a little bit, and then horses. I draw wolves, owls occasionally. I doodle some owls. Big cats. I draw a lot of anime actually and video game characters because that's a really big thing for me, is anime and video games, and Japanese art just makes me happy. Just looking at it makes me smile. So you guys, that kind of concludes the questions. I'm sorry that this couldn't be longer, but my camera can only record for about 15 minutes before it dies, and I ramble a lot. So I have to go before this stops recording. But thank you so much for just supporting my page, and it's good to know that people want to see more of your art and want to actually buy it and have it in their house, and it just makes you happy to know that people like it. So I am going to go, and hopefully I can see you guys soon in another video, and maybe I'll talk about that a little bit more on my Facebook page of what that could be. For now, toodles!